9456, you're up.
Yo,
Yo.
Myron.
What do you got to say, man?
So this is what I don't understand, right? Like, if you work for the government, you know, you was an agent, you know, you interviewed, you know, tons of criminals and suspicious characters and untrustworthy people. How is it that you can't tell that Fresh is a snake and he's going to betray you?
All right, that's your question?
I mean, that's one of my questions. Like, to me, it's like you're a terrible judge of character. I mean, it's obvious. You got millions of people all over the world. They can clearly tell that he's weak and he's going to betray you eventually if he hasn't already. And you somehow are loyal to someone who's not loyal to you. I mean, what are you, stupid?
All right, anything else you got, bro?
Well, so you ain't got an answer
cool.
to that. You see, it's funny. It's funny how, like, I'm calling in, I'm asking you a question, and you don't got an answer.
How long you been watching Fresh and Fit, bro?
I've been watching for a little bit.
No, how long?
You know, on and off, maybe like a couple years.
When did you start watching?
I mean, listen, man, not like maybe like a year after y'all started or something like that.
All right. So as you know, then what? At this point, easily well over 100 YouTube channels plus have made hit people talking shit about us, coming at us, demonetization, haters here, haters there. Fred's been by my side the whole time. So for you to sit there and say that he's a snake, well, if he was a snake, I don't think he would have lasted 5 years, bro. The fact that we're still doing this show 5 years down the road and we're still able to operate despite the fact that we're demonetized, shadow banned, hated, taken off multiple platforms, etc. I would say that actually proves you quite wrong, especially over the course of 5 years.
Charge Cannons
Most
YT,
other people
tip $70.
would have been.
What's up again? This is the less than $800 a week guy. I'm working on my channel. I'm halfway to becoming monetized and I'm currently studying to become a New York State police officer.
All right.
Big calorie deficit. Gym.
Yeah. So with that said, if Fresh was a snake, bro, he would have been gone years ago, bro. So I think time and the body of evidence proves that your assertion is actually incorrect.
Actually, I'm going to have to, you know, counteract that and say that Fresh needs you. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, Fresh is going to be quote unquote loyal because he has nowhere else to go. Yeah, he started up a new channel. The dude can't even break 6,000 views. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go in the comments, everybody's making fun of him on his channel. The name of the channel is A Fresh Start. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you talking about Fresh is loyal, then why is he pretty much backstab everybody, Sneeko, Zerka, like everybody that he doesn't really need to survive that's in your circle, he has in some way said something against them. You know what I'm saying? None of them really fuck with him. You're the only one that kind of fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes against Sneeko for really no reason. He's on his show airing out situations with Sneeko for what? For what reason? Why is he doing that? Why is that something that we should even know about? So that's showing you his character. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, oh yeah, nah, if he was going to betray me, he would have been done it by now. Bro, where else he going to go? You made the man rich. Where's he going to go? He can't do shit by himself. So no shit he's going to stay by your side.
Look, bro, see, here's the thing. This channel, Fresh Start, he's already had that. It was a vlog channel before.
Yep.
Okay.
Why do you have to change the name? Why do you have to change the name to A Fresh Start for? And why did he do it right around the time where people was getting on you about, you know, that shit you was doing? I forgot, but you know that shit you was doing not too long ago. Why is the timing like that? Why is that timing? That's when he decides to change the name and then, you know, have a new host and all of it. Like, bro, his show is trash, bro. Trash.
Bro,
like, the dude can't survive without you. So, of course, he's going to stay by your side. That don't mean he's loyal, though. You got to see the difference between that.
Here's the thing. Like I said before, he could have left a long time ago and we got demonetized almost 2 years ago.
He can't leave. He can't leave.
He actually
leave and go where?
Bro.
He can't leave, bro. He has no talent, bro. He has no talent. Where's he gonna go?
You know what's funny,
this
bro?
Nigga just don't like you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That's really what it comes
It's funny.
down
Like,
to.
he has no talent. This nigga's like, oh, he could have left and go where?
Bro,
go where?
The money we made, bro, I don't think you understand, bro.
is life changing.
There ain't no we, nigga. First of all, there's no we, nigga. You just sitting there. Niggas don't even understand what the fuck you saying half the time, nigga. There's no we, nigga. You just sitting there leeching off of a nigga with talent, and you fucking rich off another man's back, bro. Ain't no we, nigga. You don't do shit, nigga. Ain't no fucking we, nigga. You're trash, nigga.
Well, actually,
you're trash.
Hold on, bro.
You bring no talent. You're not smart, nigga. You're awkward. You're annoying. Nobody likes you, bro. Like, there's no we, bro. Shut up, bro. I don't even ask you no questions, bro. Don't talk to me, bro.
Let me be very explicit about this, because again, this is one of the things where you don't see what's going on behind the scenes. If it weren't for Fresh, you do realize Fresh and Fit would have been done back in August of 2023 when we got demonetized, right? Oh, no, you don't know that. So let me go ahead and explain for you. Prior to us being demonetized by YouTube, Fresh had locked in a deal for us with Rumble that basically allowed us to stay on the air and be able to do what we do, right? And we've been doing that for almost 2 years while being demonetized. I'm sure you've seen other YouTubers be demonetized, and that's pretty much the end of their channel, and they don't film anymore. Or if they continue to film, they drop what they're doing. Now, back in August of 2023, when we were demonetized, we had just gotten the new studio. We were still at the old studio. We just got a new studio, and we had just invested a significant amount of money into the new equipment, right, that we had, and the move. So if Fresh had not done that, we would not have been able to not only continue doing the show, but be able to do the show at the high level that we're doing it now with almost an all-new studio. A lot of people don't know that. We got demonetized in August of 2023. We moved into this studio in October of 2023. So if Fresh had not locked that down, you wouldn't even have the ability to call into the show and say that he's useless. Think about that for 2 seconds. I really want you to understand this. You would not be able to call into the show and call him useless, like you are now, by the way, if it wasn't for him securing that deal and ensuring that we could continue to stay on the air, and not only stay on the air, but do the show at the high level that we do now. Anyone else that's demonetized, bro, they either get off YouTube or significantly reduce their ability to make content. We've upgraded our shit. So look, you might not like Fresh. I could tell you got a personal vendetta with the guy you might not like. Is Mike skills?
I don't have a personal vendetta. It's just like it's inevitable, bro. It's an inevitable fact that
mute this guy.
He will.
No, I'm talking right now.
Fucking.
No, I'm mute this nigga. You're gonna listen to me now, okay? Because you came in here thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk shit about this nigga. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Blah blah blah. You don't have to like his mic skills. You don't have to like his personal endeavors behind the scenes. You don't have to like anything that he does. You don't even have to like him. But you would not have Fresh and Fit right now. You wouldn't have Myron Gaines X. You wouldn't have any of this stuff had he not been able to lock that deal in for us and allow us to be able to stay on the air and be able to do what we're doing still at a high level, despite the fact that we've been demonetized for 2 fucking years. So the fact that you're even able to call in right now and talk shit and say that he's useless is hilarious to me, because you wouldn't be able to do this and give your opinion if you hadn't done that. If you don't like it, cool, bro. Clearly you have some personal grievances with Fresh. But one thing you cannot take away is that there would be no Fresh and Fit right now if it weren't for him. You gotta mute him.
Appreciate that. But yeah, caller.
It's common sense.
It's funny because at the end of the day, bro, it takes a team to win, and I do my role very well. I mean, I like my role, but it works out.
Bro,
and then for you, bro, I don't know what you do for a living, bro, but like I can guarantee you this, bro. Ain't nothing compared to what we do, bro. So I wish you the best, my friend. But your hate on me is
There's
funny
no
at
we,
best.
bro. You're like, you talk like, okay, I'm successful. You're not on my level, this, that, and the third. But you're successful off another person's back. You don't have any talent. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk like that, like, yo, bro, I got bread. You can't talk to me like that, this, that, and the third.
See,
you shouldn't even really be talking like that. You're like the equivalent of somebody winning the lottery. You're like the equivalent of like a bum walking into the gas station and winning millions of dollars off a scratch ticket. You know what I'm saying? So you can't talk shit to nobody. You know what I'm saying? This caller's calling in onto the show right now tonight that would do your job better than you. Mo could do your job better than you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but
Chris does your job better than you.
You're
so
still calling.
I really don't understand where you get off.
You're still calling
like,
and watching our show. So
you know
even
what I'm saying? You're not on my level.
I'm
like
still
you don't
here
even know
doing
me.
the show.
You don't even know me. How you know I'm on your level or not?
You're
I
saying all
just think
this.
you're useless.
But what do you do?
I don't understand how Myron can see that you're useless.
What do you do, bro?
You know what I'm saying? You're not trustworthy.
You do nothing,
okay?
bro.
You betray everybody. You know what I'm saying? You talk behind niggas' back.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? You air out niggas' dirty laundry for no reason.
Who?
You're a weirdo, bro. You're not real, bro.
Bro, what are you? You're calling
Myron is not real to you, and I don't understand why, because you don't deserve it. You's
Says
a
who?
weird ass nigga, and nobody fucks with you.
That's a lie. If that was the case,
That's not a lie.
If that was
you
the
was
case,
just on your show the other day
Who?
airing out mad shit about Sneeko. You went on No Jumper and you aired out mad shit about Sneeko. Why? Why
And
did you have
whatever
to
I
do that? Why
said
did you have to
then,
go on the show
I said this
and
face,
bring up things
and I said
about
it on the
Sneeko that
podcast.
happened behind the scenes
so what are you trying to say?
and tell the whole world about it? Why? Why
already
did you
said
have
that.
to do that?
We did
That's
a podcast,
just lame,
me
bro.
and Sneeko,
There's no excuse
face
for
to
that.
face, and I said the same
There's
thing.
no excuse for that.
Nigga,
That's
first
just
of all,
whack,
first of
bro.
all, what do you do, bro?
That's just whack.
What
You're
do
just
you
a
do?
whack ass nigga, bro.
What do you do, bro?
And you think it's funny?
See, the
it's not
audience
funny,
doesn't
nigga.
even
You're
know who
weird,
you are,
bro.
but they know who I am.
All right, let me deal with this, bro.
Crazy.
So look, again, bro, you gotta. I think you're in your fit of rage. You don't even understand. Like, look, you don't like Fresh. You think that he's not useful to the show. Fine, bro. But what I'm telling you is there would be no show if it weren't for him, bro. I don't know why you don't understand this.
That's not true, bro. I think you could have done everything you've done either by yourself or with somebody else, bro. I don't think he's done anything that is like irreplaceable or like could not be, you know what I'm saying, outsourced or anything like that. I don't think it's anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you called into the show asking a question. What part of we were demonetized, okay? What part of we were demonetized on YouTube and Fresh secured a deal that allowed us to continue to do the show at a high level and keep doing what we're doing, and in some cases even be able to upgrade? What part of that do you not understand, bro?
I do understand that.
Okay, so then if you understand that, then how is Fresh useless?
I just think that you could have done.
How
I just
is
think
he
that
useless?
you could have done that as well.
No,
this is my point.
No.
I think you could have done it as well, which therefore makes what he did not matter, not really that significant, because you or someone else or a business partner could have done the exact same thing. It's not like he's just some master communicator that can just make deals that no one else can do. The nigga can't even talk, bro.
I actually am, by the way.
nigga can't talk.
You know what's funny? You know what's
like
funny,
you're
bro?
talking about a man that can't even talk, bro.
You know what's funny? I've gone to some of your favorite YouTubers, their deals as well. I just don't talk about it. And it's funny because I'm not the most articulate person. I know that part. But I'm still here on the show, and you're still watching it. So I didn't say, bro, your hate towards me.
Yeah, but nobody wants you on the show, though. That's the point. Nobody wants you there.
Guess what? People still watch my show,
like watching you,
and they're still
is
watching
like,
right now.
All right,
so
man, we gotta listen to Fresh. All right, let's just, you know what I'm saying,
and
listen to
that's the
Fresh
point, bro.
You feel me? I can't wait until it's over.
Bro, is
like, you know what I mean? That's kind of what you are. You're like a distraction. You're like a speed bump.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like niggas gotta like endure you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but niggas don't watch it because of you, bro.
Make your own show and do what we do, please.
You drag the show down, bro.
Make your own show.
You drag the show down. Your brain doesn't process information fast enough. When you're talking to women, they're outsmarting you, bro. They're out debating you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
And they're dumb. These bitches are dumb as shit. And they're outsmarting you, bro.
Yo, caller.
You're stupid.
Caller, look.
You're actually stupid.
So are you, bro. You're really dumb.
In real life.
You're super dumb, bro.
Caller.
And you're broke.
No, you're super dumb.
And you're broke, bro. Broke and dumb is bad.
You're super dumb.
Yo, caller. So let me ask you this, bro. So you said that I would have been able to do this without Fresh's help, blah, blah, blah. So you do understand, right? The reason why I'm able to research the things that I do, make the arguments that I make, and be able to, give you guys a certain level of content and comprehension. You do understand, like, I sit inside all day, and I'm like just studying shit, reading shit, whatever.
What is Fresh doing?
Hold on, I'm gonna talk about that here in a second. The reason why I'm able to be so razor sharp on the show and do the things that I do and debate the girls the way that I do and be able to research the things that I do and do another political show, etc. I spend a lot of time researching and looking into things so that I can make sure that I'm sharp for the show. I would not be able to do that if it weren't for Fresh taking the meetings, meeting with the people, CEOs of Rumble, meeting with the people over at other companies, setting up deals, networking, talking to people. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do. I'd have to be outside more and do all this shit that I don't want to do, to be honest with y'all. I don't care about meeting new people. I'm introverted when it comes to meeting new people like that. I don't want to do that shit. So Fresh does all that shit for me. Now, here's the thing. You guys, unfortunately, don't see this stuff because you only see what's on camera. But the reason why I'm able to do the things that I do, right, and work as hard as I work behind the scenes, or on the show, is because Fresh does a lot of the work behind the scenes to ensure that we have the funding and the ability to do what we do. So you cannot have Myron Gaines operating on all the cylinders if I don't have my partner who does a lot of the business negotiations and shit like that I don't want to fucking do, to be honest with y'all. I don't want to meet a lot of these influencers. I don't give a fuck. Like this Colby Covington guy, I don't give a fuck about him. You think I want to talk to that nigga? I don't, to be honest with y'all. I was going to go do Unusual Suspects today and just stay up there, do that shit, and let Fresh do the interview. So he does a lot of the shit that I don't want to do. He talks to a lot of the people that I don't want to talk to, okay? He does that, right? So,
you would
and
actually
the
like
thing
Kobe
is,
Covington because he's a conservative and
I
he's
don't give a
kind of
fuck
similar
about
to
that
you,
nigga, bro.
actually.
I don't give a fuck about that nigga. The point I'm trying to make is the issue is that he's able to do the things that I don't want to do, okay? And that I might not necessarily be as good at because I'm not the nicest guy. I'm not the most friendly guy. I don't want to talk to these niggas. I don't give a fuck because to me, I don't like talking to regular people that are blue pill. I just don't.
Also,
okay?
you can do what I can't do as well.
So my thing is he
So it
allows
works
me
out.
to do what I do best, and he does what he does best. You don't like that. You might not like him. But the reality is this. The fact is this. If Fresh did not do what he did, you would not have Fresh and Fit today. We would have been done back in August of 2023. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, bro. You would not continue to get Fresh and Fit the way that you're getting it now had Fresh not been around and made moves for us back in 2023. Yo, I get it. You got grievances with Fresh. You don't like the way he speaks. You don't like him. Cool, but it's irrefutable.
I don't think he's loyal either. It's not
Okay,
it's not
that's
just that I
fine.
don't
Bro,
think he's
that's not for you.
talented.
Hold on.
I also
that's
think
your
he's
opinion.
disloyal.
That's your opinion,
I also
bro.
think he's like fake.
That's your
as well.
opinion, bro.
That's your opinion,
You know,
bro.
so yeah. So
That's your
the
opinion.
being useless thing on the show is one aspect of his character.
I'm sure.
But then I also think he's fake. I also think he's disloyal.
These are your opinions,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? I also think
These are your
there'll be
opinions.
moments where like say you're doing a show with him and it's just the two of you guys doing the show and you'll say something, you'll make a point. And I know you're going to say, look, we don't have to agree on everything. And I agree with that. You don't have to agree with everything. But the certain pushbacks that he has, they don't even make any sense. It's like he's just pushing back for the sake of pushing back. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
Like,
know, hold on,
it's like,
caller. This is the thing that you don't understand, right? This show has two members. We don't think the same, and obviously speaking, you don't understand how podcasts work. If you did, you'd understand why I do what I do. Also,
yeah, but when you push back, you don't make sense, though.
Dude, but
like, I'm not saying you should agree with everything he says, but when you're going to push back on a point, have a reason.
Caller.
You know, substantiate your
I'm telling you,
pushback.
caller.
You know what I'm saying? You'll push back,
you should do,
and then it's like,
you should do
okay, that makes no
you should
sense,
do your
though.
own
Like, you know
show,
what I'm saying?
and then you tell me what you think happens. Because it's funny, you only see one aspect of it, but there's so many things that go on in the background and the front page you don't even know. But again, this is your opinion. Keep your opinion, bro. It's fine. Say what you want. But honestly speaking, bro, you don't know shit about the show. You don't. Or me. You don't know me at all, bro.
How do I not know shit about the show? I just named specific things that you've done on the show. I don't know nothing about the show.
You don't know who I've actually... Dude, it's funny. You said Sneeko? Bro, you don't know what I did for Sneeko. You no idea what I do. And also speaking, bro, your opinion to me doesn't matter.
I'm sure Sneeko did a lot of things for you, too. But the things that you've done to Sneeko, I don't think he's done to you. Like the weirdo activity that you've done to Sneeko, I don't think he's done that to you.
So at the end of the day, bro, what I've done...
And you can make the argument. You can make the argument he has more of a reason to snake you or to like expose you on platforms because you're always taking shots at him all the time, but he still doesn't do it,
bro.
See, that shows you his character.
You don't understand,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Me Sneeko go back.
So I just think you're a weirdo, and I think you're jealous of these guys because they're smarter than you and more talented than you.
You may not like
so
how
you do all of this weirdo shit that you do.
But it is what it is, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, like. I understand.
Because you don't even be making sense.
You don't like me.
Like, yo, when you was on No Jumper, nobody in the room
your points,
was
bro, are so
like, no, everybody was in the room like, why is he saying this?
But I didn't,
like, go back and watch that No Jumper episode, bro. Everybody's in the room and they're like, why is he, like, everybody's like, you know what I'm saying, giving Sneeko props,
I guarantee you, bro,
giving him
whatever you do
credit,
for a living, bro,
giving him his flowers, you know what I'm saying, even admiring. But here you come, just saying a bunch of negative shit, bringing up shit that nobody even knows about.
Bro, we need to know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro. What do you do for a living,
bro? You're a weirdo, bro.
Questions. What do you do for a living, bro?
Why does that matter? What's that got to do with what we're talking about? Because that's what I'm talking about, bro. What's that got to do with what we're talking about right now, bro?
What do you do for a living, bro?
You see what I mean? Like this, I'm saying you can't respond to what I'm saying.
You don't do anything.
So you're trying to come at my career or what I do for a living. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
What do you do for a living,
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. The show is about calling in.
What do you do for a living, bro?
And talking about y'all. So that's what I'm doing.
You said your piece,
bro. Why are you asking me what I do?
No, what do you do? Because you want to give advice, bro.
That's irrelevant.
No,
that's irrelevant, bro.
You want to critique and give advice? Sure, no problem. That's your opinion. What do you do for a living?
I said that's irrelevant.
That's the point. You don't know shit. So your opinion, bro, is irrelevant. Thank you very much.
Your
opinion about me,
you know what I'm saying? Yo, Martin, that made no sense, bro.
Is irrelevant. No,
you have to admit that made no sense. The nigga asked me what I do for a living. I said it's irrelevant, and then he said, "See, that's what I mean. You don't know shit." You know what I'm saying? What?
Okay, look, man.
What?
Bro.
That made no sense, bro.
Okay, yo.
The nigga's dumb, bro. The nigga has a low IQ, bro. Like,
hey, all right, yo. It's just very simple, dude. Look, you're not in business with Fresh, so you don't have to, like, you don't trust him or you think he's a snake. That's fine.
But he's gonna betray you, bro.
Sure.
I'm telling you, he's gonna betray you.
Yeah, sure. I disagree.
Would have
with you
been
on
a while
that.
ago.
It would have been a while ago, in my opinion.
I think he already betrayed you, but
Bro,
you just don't know
bro,
about it.
we got the
but
money,
I
bro.
think he's gonna like
Nigga.
betray you in a
Alright.
major
First off,
way.
we got the money.
You know, one day,
Wouldn't matter,
because at the
bro.
end of the day,
Wouldn't
you're the
matter.
kind of guy.
That's your opinion.
You're gonna stand on what you believe in.
Okay.
See, this the problem. Myron, you're the type of person you're gonna stand for what you believe in, no matter what. You're gonna go against all odds. Fresh is weak. Okay, he's soft. He doesn't stand for anything. So the minute there's like real controversy where he feels like his back is against the wall and it's him versus you, he will betray you. The only reason he hasn't done it yet is because he needs you to survive. He's like a leech. You see what I'm saying? But the moment some opportunity comes across where he doesn't need you and he can go without you, he's gonna take it, bro.
Again, he could have done that a long time ago. I've had a lot of bad press on me. I've
Okay,
had a lot
doing
of
what?
people-
Well, doing what? He's gonna take it. You could have done it a long time. Doing what?
You said what?
Hold on. Caller, do you know what I did before I met Myron?
So no, you said you could have done it a long time ago. What would he have done a long time ago without you?
This is
So
very
where he could have
important.
left you.
This is very important, caller. Do you know what I did before I met Myron?
Be a widow ass nigga from
Exactly.
Barbados.
You don't know
immigrant?
anything. This is a problem, right, bro? Even without Myron, I would have did my own thing. I had real estate, I had investments,
Like what? What was you
six-figure
gonna do?
job, and
What
also,
was you gonna
bro,
do?
you know what's funny? You know nothing about me. So your opinions, bro,
What
to
was
me
you
are
gonna
relevant.
do?
And the funny part is, bro, is that like
What was you gonna do? If you didn't meet Myron, right? How would you be the millionaire you are right now?
Last time I checked, bro, I asked you what you do for a living. You don't even know. So at that point, bro, your shit's irrelevant.
No, I said if you said you would have did your own thing. So I'm asking you, what would you have done?
You had your
man.
time, bro. It's an L.
All right,
You
bro.
lost, nigga.
Yo, look, man. You think he's gonna snake me? I don't think he will. That's all that matters. I don't think he will. That's why, obviously, we're still, doing the show. It's going great. You think he's gonna snake me, but I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. And I think he had many opportunities to snake me, and he did, and he stood strong by me when, when they tried to cancel me for the shit that I said about, when we brought Nick on, demonetized, them calling me a racist, all this shit. He stuck, he stood tall with me, man, helped us obviously continue to do the show, despite the fact they were demonetized. And again, obviously, you might not see all the things that I see behind the scenes, so you can feel the way that you feel, and that's fine. You think he's going to snake me, that's cool, man. That's your opinion. We can agree to disagree on that. Anything else?
Yes, we're going to agree to disagree on that. One other thing I want to say to you is I've noticed that, like, you'll have an opinion that's controversial, and when a lot of people start, for example, like, I was just going to use black women as an example, like,